Good Thursday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I am the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Thursday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now for South Carolina, as you can see, the radar right now is looking pretty good. No precipitation is falling throughout the state of South Carolina right now. If we go on ahead and switch over straight over to the MRMS, you can go on ahead and see that we do have some showers, maybe even some storms down here near Mississippi and Alabama, with even some downpours as well falling. We even have some scattered showers going down here for Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi. That's a look at the deep south. If we look at pretty much the entire southeast, I mean, you can see it's looking, again, pretty active. We do have some showers up here near Tennessee, and maybe even some severe storms with some tornadoes. We did have a tornado today inside of Illinois today as well. So we did have a tornado. I think it was for southern Illinois was where the tornado was. We do have a tornado warning over here just to the east of Effingham inside of Illinois, which we also do have a severe thunderstorm watch and multiple damage reports. And same thing down here for Texas. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes all the way from Arkansas down through Oklahoma and Texas as well. And we do have not a lot of severe storms are going through there right now. We only do have I think we only have one severe thunderstorm warning as of now. Even in Mexico, we may even have some storms down there in Mexico. Continuing though, there goes all that rain and all that severe storms that's happening near Illinois and Missouri as well. We even have some precipitation up here as well. Turn that off. Some precipitation up here as well from when it comes to Wisconsin and Michigan, and even up here inside of the Northeast as well. Maybe some scattered precipitation, and same thing over here in the Northwest as well. Going on ahead and looking at our cloud cover right now, cloud cover is looking pretty good. We may have some light cloud cover just over the upstate, but in terms of like the Midlands and the coast, the PD and the low country, we're looking clear right now. Here's our cloud cover for the future, though. As you can see, it kind of shows what I was just showing you. You know, it's not going to be clear for long. It's not going to be clear for long. If we're going ahead and continue moving this forward, you can see that cloud cover definitely starts to dominate overnight, and we will definitely be cloudy by the time we get to the morning time. Maybe a couple of areas of clearing in some spots, especially near the Tri-County region, but I'm mainly just watching for cloudy skies tomorrow, and it can be overcast pretty much in most parts of South Carolina. And then once that storm system passes us, which I will show you all in a second once we talk about precipitation, the clouds going to kind of start to break up a little bit. It's definitely still some clouds in some spots, but it will start to try and break up. Here is our current temperatures: 82 in Columbia, 71 in Charleston, 70 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Savannah, 77 in Augusta, 73 up there inside Greenville and Anderson, and Rock Hill as well. Here's our low temperatures through tonight: 64 in Columbia, 65 in Charleston, 67 in Hilton Head, 64 in Myrtle Beach, 60 up there inside Rock Hill and Spartanburg, 62 in Greenville and Anderson, 64 down there towards Aiken as well. Here is our forecasted precipitation for the next 24 hours. As you can see, that precipitation, it's going to start moving towards the coast. As you can see, Myrtle Beach, you get around a good 100 to a tenth of an inch. Same thing for Spartanburg as well, a tenth to a quarter of an inch, definitely possible. And I think the most rain is definitely going to be along, I think, the Georgia-South Carolina line. As you can see, those colors start to get a bit darker, maybe even to the 0.5s, that's around half an inch. So I think that's where we're going to have most of our precipitation at. If we go on ahead and continue, I'm going to show you all the models for the HRRR, for what the HRRR thinks is going to happen for tomorrow, because we do have a marginal risk of severe weather. I'll talk about that. Actually, I'll talk about that right now, because I do want to, let's talk about that first, actually. So here you can see, here's today's outlook, or tonight's outlook. We still have a chance for some isolated thunderstorms for the coast, or for the border in between South Carolina and Georgia. That includes like Augusta, Anderson, up there inside Greenville, Spartanburg, just to the west of Columbia, and other places as well. Not really anything to a concern for this. But if we go into tomorrow, this is the day that we have to watch out for tomorrow, Friday, April the 19th, as you can see, we do have a marginal risk for mainly most of South Carolina. Down there towards the very southern tip of South Carolina, is still inside of a TSTM. But if you look at the tornado probabilities, we're not really watching a tornado for tomorrow, but definitely some hail and some damaging winds cannot be ruled out for tomorrow. Going on ahead and moving over to the models, though, going ahead and push this forward, you can see pretty much those showers and storms are going to push in as we get into like tonight around 5 a.m. And I was talking about the western border that was potentially going to see the most precipitation. If we're going ahead and switch over to the 18Z as well, because that's the regional model, and it goes out the furthest. Again, just pushing it forward, you can see the rain moving in, especially around 8 a.m. Definitely gonna have to watch out for some showers down near Charleston as well. Going to around 9 a.m., those showers start to move into the upstate as well, into western South Carolina, and maybe even some heavy downpours as well. You continue on, you can see the showers and storms even making it to the Greenville, Simpsonville, Anderson region as well. And then there goes those thunderstorms as well. Maybe even a thunderstorm over here just to the north of Georgetown as well. But these are the storms right here that you can see right on my frame right here. These are the storms that we're watching, especially 3 o'clock, because this is the prime heating time of the day, and we're not getting any morning precipitation. So I do feel like that if these showers actually were more widespread and more efficient, and we had those ingredients, I think that this could definitely be a pretty big severe weather day. But every day that we think that it is a severe weather threat, always the morning rain always comes in. And of course, the one morning that, fortunately, I should say, the day that we do not have any morning rain, it's not really supposed to be a lot of ingredients out there for severe weather, but it's still possible because, still hot out there. The sun's going to be out. That's going to destabilize the atmosphere. And as we get to around 3 p.m., like I'm showing you now, those storms are going to start kicking up. Maybe even get some hailers. You can see the purple down there. That's an indication for some hail at around 5 p.m. near the coast, near Edisto Beach and Folly Beach. Now, that's not going to be exactly right. But continuing it forward, you can see even besides the storm near Walterboro, getting down towards the coast again. So I'd say for sure time frame, especially I'd say around 2 to 6 p.m. That's my time frame. I maybe even go as late as 8 o'clock as well. So I say in between 2 to 8 o'clock for the entire state. So I'm going to run through that time frame again. If you need to go ahead and look at your area now, go ahead and do so. See what you can see. Obviously, these storms are not going to be placed exactly where they are now, so you just got to watch for storms in the vicinity. That's what I would do. Because even if you get a storm that's 25 miles away, that could be wrong and end up actually moving towards your location. So that's around it. Maybe even some downpours trying to move in around 4 a.m. Near the Augusta region, even some thunderstorms as well. But that won't really do anything. In terms of ingredients wise, if you go on ahead and look at the dew points, you can see those dew points for sure will be inside of the 60s, and it will be pretty moist out there. So you don't have to really worry about any type of moisture not being there. The moisture for sure will in fact be there. If we just go ahead and push it forward, you can see it here. Definitely moisture pushing in, and that's going to for sure be enough for severe weather potential. In terms of Cape, because I think that this may be the Cape would be the main reason. You can see Cape already inside the atmosphere. If we go ahead and use our little slider here, you can push it forward, and you can see that Cape building into the atmosphere pretty strongly, especially over here near Atlanta, Georgia. Even over here near the coast as well. That Cape level is going to be there, so I do believe that if a storm does get in the right environment, it could definitely get stuff done. In terms of 500 millibar winds, I'm not really seeing a lot, so I think this is going to be a thermodynamic event, which means Cape, not really too much of a wind event, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Continuing on, let's go ahead. Is excessive rainfall. I'm not really seeing anything in source of excessive rainfall, and the Weather Prediction Center isn't as well, so no excessive rainfall is possible for the next 20. Well, I shouldn't even say for the next 24 hours. For the next 5 days, I should say. And now let's go ahead and talk about the future. So now if we go ahead and switch over to the precipitation type, you can already see has some snow showers up there in southern northwest. We even have some snow showers down there near Colorado. And same thing over here as well. There goes our severe weather threat going through Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi as well, with our rain up here in southern northeast. If we're going ahead and push this forward, you can start to see, well, I want you to watch, as you can see, all those storms will start to move off to the east. As you can see, brings South Carolina some showers, but not a lot. And this is what we're talking about right here for tomorrow, going around 18 hours out. You can see these storms start to pop up, but this is a very low resolution model, so don't even really pay attention to exact details. You look at the snow up here inside the Rockies starting to form, maybe even some snow up here inside the northeast, like northern New York, maybe even portions of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire as well, as we have like a little skinny storm trying to hit the west right now, and that will be our next little weather maker for up there. Down here near Dallas and Texas, I should say, Dallas, Killeen, San Antonio, Houston, we do have some heavy rain going on down there, going around the 20th, so that's not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. And that will bring us some rain as well, and I think this is when we will start to get some substantial rain. They have not issued a marginal risk of excessive rainfall yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did, just because of how much rain they've gotten, how much rain the GFS is putting on right now. Continuing forward, you can see that exits out, so I definitely think Sunday will be a pretty rainy day. And then we have this next storm system right here that I'm watching for, especially for this region, because this looks like, if the right ingredients are in place, some severe weather could get going. Not really going to hit us too hard, maybe just some showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms with that. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. And then we have some more heavy downpours going into the 27th as well. The 28th, early morning on the 28th, and then everything else is just showers on the 29th. And then everything else is too far out to talk about. So a very active period. We are no longer inside of a quiet period anymore. This is now what you would consider a now active period. We've been in a quiet period for a while now, but it's just time for us to get out of it, and it's time for us to be inside of an active period now. So that's all that I have. Make sure that you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We are at 74 last time I checked. Let me go on ahead and check that out one more time. Let me see. Yeah, we're at 74 right now. We are so close to 75. We just need one more person. Literally just one more person, and we will be at our goal of 75. It's just insane just to think about how we have grown so fast. I mean, at first, I was at like 24, 25, something like that. And then now, like a week or two later, I gained like 20 to 30, maybe even 40 subscribers in like a matter of 2 weeks, I think. So that was record growth for sure. Definitely a quieter period now. Not a lot of people, it's sunny out there. So, not a lot of people are going to be looking at their phone like, oh, what's the weather for today? Because they know it's nice. I definitely think that hurricane season, that will be a huge period. I think that will be the most growth, definitely, because hurricanes, I think that's the one thing that we all worry about the most. Snow season, if you're a snow lover, you might also want to stick in for snow season as well, but definitely hurricane season is definitely the season that most people are paying attention to the weather for sure. But that's all that I have. Again, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another forecast update in the morning at 9 o'clock.